kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. The kick goes out of bounds. An odd start to this game for sure. Decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same. Got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. It's a quick grab. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the quarterback gets him.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tie.
The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 10. Touchdown, Dogs. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the back gets the football. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid game.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. 7th play of the drive coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
Makes the grab. It's Taylor. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Play action here on first down. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete on the final play of this quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, LSU. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 30. Inside the 20. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Fights off a defender. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
First down at 10. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. And is intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete even at a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. Short throw complete to the tight end. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing...
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Throws a bullet to the right. He's picked for a third time tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right.
He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them, because let's face it, this game has not gone the way.
Makes a spectacular diving catch. Dogs looking to run some tempo here. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. The offense will take their first time out of the half. The talk strategy here. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense facing 2nd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out, it's Anderson. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. One more play before they head to the locker room. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He slings this one deep down the left side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lovett. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll run it from the gun. And he will make the first down. Tackle at the 26.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Here's the second down play. Now they run a draw play. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Back to throw. It's Speck. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defense...
Intercepted in the end zone. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. It's been a rough game for this offense. A consolation touchdown is all they're playing for at this point. That's caught. It's Thomas. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
He's escaping the pocket now. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Looking to throw it deep. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out. It's Lovett. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They start the drive giving the ball to the receiver on an end around. Finding space at the 20. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. At the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is, but it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Big guys up front line up. It's first down. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. And it's complete downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Caught near the goal line. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. See if they can convert the point after. PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. LSU, 21. Bringing it out, it's Smith. Physical run, breaking tackles. And they tackle him at the 8. The offense starts backed up with this possession.
That return backfires on him. Now their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Back to throw, it's Beck. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. The Dogs come to the line in a hurry up. First down, looking to throw the football. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage, but it pays for it. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wide out. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. LSU has moved into the red zone. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the catch.
Hey, how about this defense there? Nice job rallying to the football to keep them short there as they tried that two-point play.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Excellent field position here for the offense. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Oh, here comes the reverse. He shreds the tackle. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. Well, they fall a little bit short at the final hurdle. It's small consolation, but they really had an excellent season. A lot to be proud of. Just couldn't get the job done here today.
Chris, that's really well said. And while I know we're going to have plenty of time over the next few weeks and months to focus on the champs, it's not easy to get to this point. While I know it's tough in that other locker room